Last week, we told you about Darrell Whitman. He's a whistleblower investigator who got so fed up, he blew the whistle on his own agency. Now, it looks like someone's listening.
We're here for a very serious purpose today.
They showed up outside the San Francisco headquarters of the OSHA Region 9 office.
I know he went public on NBC, an important report.
In a show of support for Darrell Whitman. For the past 5 years, he has worked for OSHA as a whistleblower investigator. His job? To look at claims of retaliation against workers who spoke out about public safety issues.
When I found that this agency was abusing them, neglecting them, and ignoring them, then I had to stand up and report that.
Whitman says he discovered a pattern of mismanagement and pressure to meet quotas. He says managers told him to close out cases quickly instead of investigating them.
It creates victims for the whistleblowers that come to us.
OSHA's own numbers show the agency issued merit findings 16 times out of 562 investigations since 2009. That's just 2.8% of the cases. Nationally, the numbers are equally dismal at 2.7%. Whitman says those numbers should be closer to 30%. But after he shared his story with the investigative unit, Whitman got a call from the United States Office of Special Counsel. He says the agency is now looking into his claims and considering whether to take them to the Office of the Inspector General. He calls it a step forward.
When we don't step up and do the right thing, it's not just us, it's not just our fellow worker, it's the public as a whole that then is at risk.
Meanwhile, Whitman's story has energized members of the United Public Workers for Action Union. They want penalties for companies that retaliate against workers who blow the whistle. And they're calling on the Department of Labor to protect the public.
They have to clean this agency up. They have to start enforcing the law, and they have to start protecting whistleblowers and putting these executives in jail for threatening the health and safety of not only the workers but the public at large.
It's the reason Whitman put his own career on the line to speak out for the millions of workers in safety-sensitive industries like airlines or pipeline safety. He says they look to OSHA for protection when they raise red flags, and right now, he says they aren't getting it.
Americans are ready to begin to reach out and say, this is the kind of society we want. We teach this to our children. I mean, I keep thinking we teach our children to be honest, to report, problems, to work with people cooperatively. That's what we want.
Speaking out has come at a cost for Whitman, the whistleblower investigator, now turned whistleblower himself.
I am on ice, as it were. I've been ordered not to talk about my work inside the agency. So here I am. I'm talking about my work inside the agency.
Hey. OSHA declined to comment for the story. Whitman still has his job, but he has been given a notice of removal. He says he is encouraged that the U.S. Office of the Special Counsel is taking up his case. Of course, we will let you know what happens.